is it? Into there. That's the one. Alright, yeah, that's what I want. Absolutely. Okay. And God. Alright. Can see if maybe just go one anyways, because it's gonna be me. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's gotta share you. Oh, there we go. To Facebook. There we go. Gotta share you. Okay. Then we're out of that. I don't know. Might use my phone as a second app for the PlayStation, just for responding to chat here, but that depends if there's anybody ever joins, right? Anyways, like I was saying at work, and what I said on Facebook earlier, time to let the inner narrator out, eh? I think that's how this kind of works. You just all the narrating you do in your head, you just speak it out, right? And hopefully, it's interesting. There's a book that I read a while back that was kind of the concept behind the whole society was built around people playing a game and you kind of like VR experiencing what they're doing in the game kind of thing, right? Yeah. Anyways, yeah, today's topic. I survived Barrens, chat. Those who don't know, I don't know. I'm kind of getting to be an old fogey these days, so like I'm not in the know anymore, not really. So I don't know how well known the I survived Barrens chat meme really is these days, but the Barrens chat was on World of Warcraft, and it was notoriously bad for trolls. And it's kind of the topic I want to get into, because saying I survived Barrens chat is a way of being like, look, you can't troll me. You say what you want. It doesn't affect me. Like, I just laugh at you and have a good time, because I survived Barrens chat. For me, like like I say, I'm an old fogey, so I actually go further back than just Barrens chat. And yeah, this whole trolling culture has been part of online gaming since online gaming was possible. Like even back in mud days when, which, okay, now we're really dating me. Muds was, it's like your MMO, it was MMOs but text based. They worked really well with dial-up internet. But yeah, the whole way through, you know, I've had to deal with trolls, and like I survived. So it's I'm I'm able to talk on social media in a way like people can go ahead and say what they want. It doesn't actually get under my skin. There are times where I'll get in. It's usually pretty easy to get me, like, if you get me going on a topic that I actually care about, it's usually pretty easy to get me going. Just want to get this baby up, right? This is what I'm not even feeding it. I'm not even doing any care for her. I just need it to mature. Because that's my base. And that way I have, by not imprinting on it, it'll have the stats that actually transfer over, kind of deal, right? That it's all based off of. These are the stats, and the moment you get any of the imprinting, a bit of it raises, right? So with breeding ones, it's usually just best not to bother imprinting. Plus, then it makes it easier, right? Once they're past juvenile, as long as you make sure there's enough food in the troughs, like you can go to work and leave them out. We gotta be able to make sure there's enough food in the troughs. So I forgot this Rex out. I forgot it was out. But this is for my daughter, anyways, and she'll be fine with it. It's over 90%, and I think it's like 94% imprinted, so it's not, 94, so it's almost fully imprinted, and she ain't gonna care anyways. She's just gonna be a pink Rex that's better than her other Rex, so. I don't even have a pink Rex yet. My pink one died, because I forgot to feed it while it was in this baby stage. Should be able to put another stack on it, and then go out with the stego and get some more berries, I think. I think that's the thing to do. But yeah, so like, when I'm commenting and whatnot on Facebook, it's funny, because there's trolls everywhere, right? And like, it seems that society today doesn't know how to deal with, look, there's two kinds of bullies in the world, okay? There's your physical bully, and then there's your trolls. The trolls is sticks and stones. And the modern adaptation to that is just don't feed the trolls. That's why they're called trolls. Just don't feed the trolls. But yeah, sticks and stones. You're not. What you say doesn't matter. But with your troll ones, that's exactly what it is. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter whether they're right or wrong. All that matters to a troll is getting under your skin. It's getting a reaction out of you. And because society doesn't seem to, we don't address bullying properly, we think wearing pink and trying to have schools say that they're solving bullying is actually solving bullying. And that's not how you do it. If you want to solve bullying, explain to kids how to solve bullying. It's a parental thing, honestly. Parents should be the ones teaching their kids how to deal with it. Because, like I say, there's two kinds of bullies. Okay, break it down. You got the troll. That don't feed the troll. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Trolls, if you're having a good time and having fun engaging with them, go ahead. But the moment it's actually getting under your skin or blah blah, just walk away. The troll doesn't care if they're right or wrong. They don't. And most likely, they know they're wrong. And they're just saying it to get under your skin. So, literally just ignore it. Ignore it. The other is the physical. The physical, you stand up to the bully. That's the only way there is to it. You stand up to that bully. When he comes at you, you might still get the snot beat out of you that time. But those physical bullies are cowards at heart. And even if they beat you up that time, they're not going to want to pick on you anymore, because they're not going to want, it's not worth it for them to take a punch to the nose. If you're going to try and, if you're going to punch him to the nose every time he picks on you, he's not going to pick on you. He's a coward. That's why bullies pick on the vulnerable. The bully isn't going and bullying the popular kid. The bully's going and bugging the little kid. Why? Because he's a coward. Just got to stand up to that bully. And in that kind of bully still exists in the online world too. You got to understand that the physical bully does exist. And now the physical bully in the online world, that is your doxer, that is your hacker. That, you know, that's the person tracking down your actual information. That's the person actually doxing you and cutting into your stuff. That's physical, and for that, go to the law. Once again, you got to confront the bully, and in that way, you go to the law. You get it taken care of, man. We don't need new laws to take care of that. None of it requires new laws. Even the one that wants to harass, there's ignore and block features on all of your media. On all of your social media, there is block and ignore. I don't have to listen to you. I can just scroll past. And if you're really gonna, I can block you, and then I never see you, and you never see me. Like, literally, we don't even see each other anymore. The moment I hit block. So, like, not that I hit block. Like I say, I survived Barrens chat. I'm fine. But, like, you know, for those who does get, there is a built-in deal with it. And, like I say, even otherwise, like, you shouldn't care about what a person is saying. Like, you shouldn't. Like, is it true? Well, if it's not true, then who cares? And if it is true and it's something you should deal with, well, just deal with it and don't worry. Like, my father figure growing up, he used to say, he really pushed this concept that I really took to heart, and that was that do what you can and don't worry about what you can't. Let the pieces fall where they may, because they're going to fall anyways. You know, the person who goes to try and juggle everything when everything's falling has everything fall. The person who holds on to the most important parts at least gets to hold on to something. And like I say, generally speaking, if you're only looking for 2 or 3 parts that are falling to hold on to, it's easy to grab hold of those and protect those. And so you pick the important things and you know, do what you can. Don't worry. And once you've done what you can, don't worry about it. It's going to turn out however it's going to turn out, and you're going to deal with it. Like, life goes on. Life always goes on. It's both the blessing and the curse of life. Life will always go on. Don't matter what any of us do. Well, I don't know. That depends if there's really life out in the cosmos beyond us. Well, even there, like, there has to be at some point, doesn't there? Well, unless there is intelligent design. And that would be absolute evidence of intelligent design. I don't know. I'm not one to believe in intelligent design. I don't. I'm sorry. I get the arguments for it. You don't have to throw them at me. I'm well versed on this topic. Well versed on this topic, actually. I could probably debate some of the greats. Just because I'm well versed in the talking points, including the people who push the intelligent design. Like I say, Ben Shapiro, I'm actually a fan of Ben Shapiro. I'm a fan of Dennis Prager. And they are 2 people who really definitely push the whole intelligent design, right? Like, they are very religious, 2 very intelligent religious people. Both of those guys, I tend to agree with most of what they say. And until it goes to religion. The moment it goes to religion, and you're making me cringe now. I know in your head you think you're talking about love, but yeah, there's a disconnect. I'm sorry. And it's like Christopher Hitchens used to say, it's one thing to get me to be a theist. It's another to get me to think that God is kind and loving. Because if we are saying that there's an intelligent design, if that is what we're saying, well, then we're saying that there's an intelligent designer that thinks it's okay that there's bugs that will lay their eggs behind starving children's eyes, then will burrow out and have those children be blind. Like, and it's a loving universe and a world where that was possible. And like, even to do the whole, there's the whole bet with Lucifer type style argument. I'm sorry, that in my mind, that doesn't snuff. It just, it doesn't pass the sniff test. It really doesn't. Oh. So how much do you have? You have low for the 200 now, right? Oh. See, they go down so fast with the berries. But you can stack them higher. But yeah, the babies go through the berries a lot faster than the meat ones go through meat. Oh, good enough. And let's go get some berries, shall we? Let's not get into too big of a theological debate with nobody. You say there's a reason why I'm keeping things generic. I kind of don't want to go down this route. But yeah, I used to be one of them atheists who was very aggressive, you know. Now, my honest opinion is whatever lets a person sleep better at night, you know, and really that is, like, if it lets you sleep better at night believing that this was all by intelligent design, blah, 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 fine, all the power to you. I personally sleep better thinking that it's nothing, that it's random chance. That kind of random chance and us having our own free will and I don't know the trigger for free will. Okay? Maybe religion does have something of an answer there. Maybe there was some fruit that we had that released the good and evil. I don't know. I don't pretend to know. And that's kind of the big difference between me and a religious type. Right? There's an arrogance. I don't know, I guess I'm arrogant too. Perspective. I don't know, I'm one of the most, I say it quite often, to my wife and everyone, I'm one of the most judgmental, I'm one of the most, how do I put it? I'm one of the most understanding judgmental people I know. Because I judge constantly. I used to joke with my ex-coworkers at one place when I worked with Boardwalk Burgers. Was a dream job till things went south. Now now things have gone south. Well, you know, things go south, right? I don't want to disparage too much. I don't know how much was whose fault and whatnot. I don't know. It's very confusing. But things went south. Anyways, I used to joke with my coworkers there that I was walking judgment, but don't worry, I don't hold it against you. You know, like, hey, if you're worried about being judged, don't be worried. I've already judged you, but I'm not going to hold it against you either. Like, I really do understand everybody has their own story that I don't know. Like, there's a ton of details I can't know. I can know what the surface is for this particular situation, but I don't know the miles that you walked to get there. You know, I don't know the way you view the world. And if there's one thing I have learned in my years is that perspective is everything. Like, everything. Perspective is a hell of a lot more than I thought it was. I will tell you that. Perspective, and it's, you know, people, I am, as Dave Chappelle would say, a victim blamer. You know, and it's, you know, I get how people say, oh, you shouldn't, but I was the kid who got bullied heavily, okay? I was that emo artistic kid, and I got bullied heavily. But looking back on it, I see that a lot of it I legitimately did bring on myself. And I look around today and I see a lot of that same thing going on. And it's like, but because the societal norm is, well, you can't blame the victim, I'm not allowed to tell these kids what they themselves can do to better their situation. It's one of those, look, it's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. It is your life. If you want to improve your life, improve your life. It is in your hands. It doesn't. Now that doesn't mean that it's your fault. It's not, but it is your responsibility. And if you want to get ahead, you gotta do that, right? This is interesting. I think that recreational marijuana is affecting my judgment. That's fine. That's the whole point, right? That's my boss. My boss asked me if because I'm a long-term. If I'm a long-term chronic. I was smoking before it was legal. Definitely. But hey, you know, I quit cigarettes. But yeah, no, I've been smoking marijuana for more years than what? Well, since I was 11. So yeah, you know. But my boss was asking me if I, you know, because I might seem different because right now I'm in relax mode, right? I'm just having fun playing my game, relaxing. You know, it's my beer after work, right? My boss was asking me if, because at work like I say, at work I'm the high functioning. I'm the high functioner, right? Okay. I love my work. It's weird. It is a very strange thing, the way life works out. I fell in. Literally, I fell into it. It was just a job. Like I was the epiphany of being a gamer, failure to launch, slacker, kid who was forced to go on his own. My mom was I don't want to get into that at all. I don't. I'm at ease. I have forgiven myself, and I've forgiven my mom for anything in that, and I don't want to say anything just because I don't want anything to come across badly, and because everything has nuance, right? And plus times were different then. And I don't want to get anybody canceled. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I grew up on the wrong side of the tracks. Where was I going with any of that? I don't even remember. Don't smoke weed. But yeah, no, and it's, I definitely do. When I was a kid, I was, unbeknownst to most people at the time, I was actually, like, stupid smart. Like, ridiculously smart. I had serious depression for most of my childhood because of it, actually. Because you gotta understand, the way it worked for me was I was still a child, so there were still certain concepts that my brain was not even developed enough for me to be able to cognitively recognize, right? Like I couldn't, there's no way for me to understand these concepts. But I would still recognize the bad out there, right? You know, like I was too smart not to see the malevolence that exists out in the world, but I was too young to be able to cope and deal with knowing that such evil existed in the world, if that makes any sense. So yeah, by 11 years old I started self-medicating, and it's like I told my boss, like, hey, the mission accomplished. Like, it doesn't affect, yes. And what they say, and I'm a firm agreement, and I actually fully agree with marijuana being legal. I think the legal age should actually be switched to 25, though, because that is the age for weed. The way it works is intaking it before the age 25 does have lifelong effects. Well, regular use at any rate. And yeah, so I was, and yeah, I don't know, it was mission accomplished for me. I got exactly, and I don't regret it. I got exactly what I wanted. I went from being stupid, smart, like Sheldon from Big Bang, like I made him look dumb, smart, to I'm okay. Like I'm fine. I'm normal. And that's why I did it. I did it because I just wanted to be normal. I just wanted to slow down. I didn't want to think so much. And mission accomplished. It's a lot of potential was definitely wasted for sure, but I'm happy. You know, I got what I wanted. That's like, you know, I used to be a phenomenal artist, and I could have dropped out of school at the age of 12 and made a living as an artist, like straight up on my own. I could have. At that point in time, my art was that good. But I gave up my art. I do little things like, you know, here, like, you know, right, I'll show you what I got over here. This is nifty, right? It's nothing special. It's really nothing. But, you know, I can do better than just stick people, essentially, right? You know what I mean? I'm still decent, but yeah, but yeah, I used to be phenomenal. But I don't miss it. I don't regret it because I recognize what art is, where art comes from. Art comes from misery. Okay, like suffering is the fuel for art. The more you suffer, the better your art will be. When I was a phenomenal artist, guess who was an emo kid? Yeah, this guy. I don't miss it. I don't miss those emo days. I don't miss them cheers. I don't miss it. I don't miss the feeling like a literal machine. Where I was so depressed that my emotions actually turned off as a coping mechanism, and I had to go through extreme measures to feel anything. Like I understand a lot of it. There was a lot of trauma too, to be fair. That's should I drop the bomb here? I don't know if I should. I'm fine with. I think I'm gonna drop the bomb because it's like I told my one coworker when I dropped it on him, because it's really. I get that it's a taboo subject, and generally speaking, and most people really understandably have issues talking about their experiences. I'm actually okay with mine. So I tend to drop the bomb, as it were. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna drop it. No, that's probably a bad idea. This is the internet and such, right? I mean, I wouldn't be dropping any names at any rate, no matter what. I don't tell any names to anybody about that one. Because, like I say, I'm fine. I'm weirdly fine. Could a person caught Stockholm, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I was damaged over it, but I'm okay now. I'm okay with everything. I went through the ringer and came out the other side. There were some casualties along the way, though. There's definitely some casualties along the way. Not everybody made it. But, you know, that's life, right? That's life. As I've learned. Probably a hard lesson to learn. That's where, you know, the lesson too, that life goes on, right? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. There's nothing that's indisposable. Nobody that's indisposable. And the other thing that I've learned, I don't know how long you need to, how many the world is ending scenarios you need to live through before you realize it's all bullshit and just live your life. But I've been through a lot of the world is ending bullshit, and generally speaking, yeah, you should kind of live your life. You really, you know, like, live it to the best, like, and even if shit fucking breaks out, like, you still gotta live your life the best you can during it. Because even during it, life is still going on, man. People are still getting horny. People are still having babies. Okay, like at the very least. And if there's babies, well then there's children, and if there's life goes on, man. You gotta, whether you like it or not, life does not stop. And that's even for grieving. They it's one of the big things that they like to say when you lose somebody close to you. Oh, take as much time as you need. It's everybody grieves differently. Just take as much. Life says otherwise. Life says there is a time limit. Like there really is. It'd be great if you could just put life on, but you can't. Life legitimately goes on. Bills still need to get paid. And if you don't want to just be in a hole of misery, yeah, life goes on. You need to make new connections and carry the memory forward. You know? Just keep going. Life goes on. Doesn't stop for anyone or anything. And yeah, the end of the world BS is BS. Don't get me wrong, there can be serious events. Like I totally think that we're heading towards one of them, what do you call them, worldwide, war type things. I don't know how YouTube feels about me saying about certain terminology, so don't want to say it, but like I'm thinking a global scale war. In my opinion, it's going to be started soon. We're also going to get another Great Depression. Like, politicians right now are retarded, and well, politics is retarded because people don't understand the way politics work, and the way the politicians are running it right now, they're running it off the polls, okay? Like, that's the way they're running it. And that's not the way you want to run it. Because if you're running off the polls, you're always going to be aiming for the short-term gain. That's always what you're going to aim for every time on every issue, that short-term gain. That's never the long-term solution. That's usually the long-term problem. And yeah, they're compounding it, right? And while I may be Canadian, Trudeau here is doing is basically kind of mirroring what Biden's doing economically. So, we're just burning money, man. Oh my God. My money's worthless. Your money's worthless. Everybody's money is worthless. Because like, even if you're not American, the American economy still has a lot of sway on world economy, right? The world economy, well, oh, shocking, affects the world economy. Everybody's affected there. And these policies, like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But I don't know. Like I say, the way politics is working right now is all of your politicians are following polls. You look at all of your politicians' positions; their positions line up where the polls say they should. On short, and that's everybody's aiming for short term. Short term, it's not long term. And yeah, we're all gonna be screwed because of it. And I'm a nobody. I'm an idiot. I've literally smoked myself stupid. I don't know about this. I don't know. I generally feel pretty good about this stuff. Like I say, I've survived Barrens chat, so people can throw their slings and arrows. The worst thing about me is I'm a pothead. I grew up on the wrong side of the tracks, sort of speak, and yeah, I got a lot of history and a lot of trauma, but I'm an open book, really. And yeah, oh, what am I doing? I already did this. Well, I did say I smoked myself stupid, right? Trying to concentrate on what I'm saying too much, I think. Or am I thinking? Maybe that's the problem. I am thirsty, though. And I don't even have a drink. Like, I didn't think this through. I turned this broadcast on without a drink. I'm sorry about that cough. I'm sure that sounded awful. Well, we'll see. I might even be deleting this one. Normally I'm trying... Well, I deleted the first one because it had that strike. Because apparently I'm not allowed to listen to certain music. Now, I don't know. There's these... And I want to put together a safe playlist that I can... Because, like, I really like my music, but... And so, I don't know. I reached out to Tom McDonald. But, you know... He's a celebrity and all that, so who knows if he'll ever respond to little old me, right? Especially like it's not even like I don't even have a dozen subscribers yet. So, hey, by the way, if you find this interesting, subscribe, like, share. Oh, let's go back to the movies. Oh, I don't know. I need to distract myself, I think. Or there was the Thyla out here. Maybe we should go tame that Thyla. If it's still out here. Let's go see if it's out here. Let's go do some playing of the game and leave the drama behind for a bit. Can I just get it? What are you, level 50? It was a big waste of time. Oh. I missed. Oh. 140, 130. Oh, those are good owls. Get rid of that. That's 5 minutes. Just a little faster. Whoa, no, no, stop, stop, stop. You weren't supposed to do that. Okay, this one, okay. Where's he going? It's level 50. That malice totally would kill it. I think, anyways. I don't know. A lot going on down there. Let's go. This is why I play on Gen. Because I'm a noob who can't do boss fights because I'm scared. And I'm a noob. Hey, did I say I'm a noob and I'm scared? Ooh, jeez. It's good. I'm lagging out pretty good. Oh, there's a Thyla. There we go. Oh, owl. Alright, owl. Alright, owl. Let's come over here. Jeez. Jeez. Freaking lag that. Okay, everything. Hey! Don't. Bare fists. Rah! I got too quiet during that, didn't I? Oh well. Live and learn, right? Don't beat yourself up, but you should learn from your mistakes. Just recognize your mistakes and learn, right? Hopefully. That's what I hope with this, too. I hope to actually legitimately improve. Okay. Now, Thyla, where are you? I need to drag you over to my base. You, yes. You are the Thyla of my dreams. Oh, what about you? No. But you're both gonna come. Oh well. Oh, okay. Let's go, boys. What are you? I think I'm gonna go in this first person. It's just a little bit more accurate, right? Oh crap. Bad angle. him. Oh, kill him. Just kill him. Get it over with. Whoa. Okay, which one is... Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey. I'm supposed to do that. Alright, let's actually go over here, okay? You guys want to come over here? It's the Oregon one, right? Yeah. Like I was saying to the wife, like I do want to bring islands. I like them for caves. There's an unofficial server that I was playing that I bought a couple off of somebody on, and yeah, like I really like them for caves. Ah, oh, me. How much did that hurt? Oh, like half. So I can't do it again. Lag. Sure, that's what everybody says. Wasn't me. It was lag. I pressed the button. Yeah, sure you did. Look, we can't all be pros. Some of us be scrubs. I be scrub. I be honest scrub. Oh, did we... oh. Yeah, we must have been doing pretty good. She's gotta be going down soon. Gotta be. There we go. Okay, and then the other one. Come over here. This is what I first used to do when I first come to, because this is Jen, so I got a suit, right? Boom! Hi, how's it going? Enjoy the swim. While I built this monstrosity, barehanded. Anytime someone threatened me, oh, off the cliff, off the cliff. This place actually is pretty dangerous. Like there's raptors and wolves and thylas and rexes and owls. Well, not owls too often, but there is owls. Well, you just seen a yeti. Scorpions. Yeah, too bad. Oh, let's go build our protection for our thyla there. I already got them in here. Keep at least 6. 6 is the number. Well, at least for a tame of this relative size, this like medium and smaller size. 6 gives you the Because you want enough space to keep it in, but you also want enough space for, like, you to be able to be in it. Right? It's not like you want to waste a bunch of resources either. Because, like, after this is gone, you don't need it anymore. Oh. That was lag. Y'all seen that. Alright, okay. Ding. Oh. Ding. Ooh, I might be able to do this with 5. Well, maybe I shouldn't. Like, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. You know? Sage advice. I'm just full of worldly advice today, ain't I? And the first advice I want to give is that I am not somebody that you should necessarily take advice from. Not that you should necessarily discount it either, but yeah. I'm an expert of no fields. Except maybe bullshit. There's a lot of BS experts out there. I don't think I'm the only one. Hey, it's a deer. Low level one. Ooh. Okay. And how is my baby doing? How's my food looking? Still fine. Still fine. Okay. Alright. Go over to the cam bench. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. Now we'll put that charcoal that I picked up way long time ago earlier today. Put that in there. And we'll grab 100 of you. I think it's 15 minutes on the stylus. I think that's about what I'm looking for. Well, before I feed it a stack of narcotics, okay? Just so that we're on the same page of what I'm doing. Oh, it's Oilers. Nobody around me is going to be watching me play then. Well, I don't know. I don't think hockey's as popular as it used to be. Don't get me wrong, it's still Canada, and it's still a national pastime for sure. But, oh, you have no idea, it used to be huge in Canada. Everybody watched it. Religiously. I don't know, I like playing my sports, I don't like watching them though. If I watched a movie and some of the sound of the movie got on my stream, you think? I don't know, I'm one of those people, I like to have a distraction going while I'm doing stuff that I'm doing, right? I don't know. In this day and age, it's totally a thing that's easily, what's the word? Enabled? Is that the word? Probably close enough. See, that's why, I don't know. I think that's why I used to make such a good tutor when I would tutor. Because I'm smart, but I'm stupid. But, you know, especially, like, I know the big words, but I tend to use the little words. You know what I mean? Like that, right? Like right now, I'm describing a big word. A person who knows the big word knows what I'm talking about. But the people who don't know the big word, guess what? They're able to follow me along too, rambling incoherently. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I hear you. I hear you. Well, so far we've been doing this for an hour. Wow. And not one person has stopped in to view us yet. Oh, that's horrible. I really, really would like to, actually, do this to an audience, you know? That's the kind of... Isn't that what the stream is about? So that I can have, be, responding to what people are saying in the chat, alright, and then put you in there. And then we're down to 2, so then we're going to need to make another... Well, I make them in batches of 5, right? And like I say, make sure I have at least 6. So if I'm at 0, I make 5, that means I need to make another 5 too, right? But otherwise, just make 5 at a time. Boom. I should probably do a metal run here soon. I don't think I'm starting to get low on metal. Especially compared to what I'm used to having. I'm a grinder, so when I play this game, I'm used to grinding a lot of mats, and then I buy my dinos from people with ingots and that sort of thing. And I haven't really been doing... Well, I've been streaming what I've done. I've been busy lately, and then I'm tired, so just go to bed instead of gaming out, right? Well, we've been at this for about an hour. So, that means that I'm probably gonna run out to my shed here soon. Oh, oops. What are you at? I should have just left in here, because we want to... Because, yeah, it'll take me 2 hours to tame it. But, every 15 minutes, you, toss a stack of 100 narcotics on it kind of thing, right? And, yeah, I want to get that stack on it, and then I'm going to run out to my shed for 10, 15. Normally, it's a half hour. I know it's the living embodiment of that one Sublime song. But just for you folks who aren't watching. Oh, why don't anybody want to watch my streams? Then maybe I wouldn't ramble so incoherently, because then I'd have somebody to work off of. You know? I survived Barrens. Yes, I did indeed. I played a lot of WoW back then. But like I said, I played before that. WoW, I never went... Well, I was definitely a dedicated player, and someone might even describe me as a hardcore WoW player. I didn't get too deep into that one. I was never addicted to it, although I've definitely... But that's because I had my addiction to an earlier MMO, to a first-gen MMO, Dark Age of Camelot. Some people recognize that DAC. You throw out the acronyms for it, DAOC, and some people recognize that, and they're like, oh! But most people have no idea. But back in the day, when EverQuest was big. Dark Age of Camelot was big. Now it's weird that as a society, like societies seems to totally remember and recognize EverQuest, but only the people who actually played Dark Age of Camelot seem to recognize it. But at the time of EverQuest, Dark Age of Camelot and EverQuest were like 50-50. They both had massive populations. Well, for what the populations were back then for online play. Don't get me wrong. I like Dark Age Camelot. It was good until they wrecked it. Third expansion just killed it. Don't get me wrong. Every expansion they messed stuff up. They just couldn't get it right. But the third one completely unbalanced it. The third one made it so that the one class for Midgard, Bone Dancer, the one person, they could boost their main pet to be the equivalent of a raid boss. Like legit, this one person could be the equivalent strength of needing a full raid party to be able to take out. It's one of those, like, it was an oversight in the artifact system that they were brought out, that like they didn't foresee it over making this one particular class OP, but yeah, it did. But like I say, like even before then, it definitely had its balancing issues. It was constantly playing that balancing game and not and I wouldn't say necessarily doing a good job. But yeah, Bone Dancers, they could take out a full group. Just wasn't fair anymore. And there was also a big leap between the players who could get those artifacts and those who didn't even stand a chance, because parts of getting them required, like, you to have like 20 people together to get. Like, you had to have a bunch of people together working together to get it. But those people, once people got it, they didn't care about getting it for other people necessarily, kind of deal, right? And so yeah, like if you knew the right people, you could get it early on, and then after that, like, it was like next to impossible for you to get these artifacts, because you couldn't get 20 people that'd be willing to do it. Just straight up, like, you could not get 20 people willing to do it. But outside, but before that, like, it's just like the concept of their PvP. Their PvP was fun. I liked the whole castle siege style PvP. Elder Scrolls Online kind of has a very similar PvP, to be fair. That's actually what drew me, because before Ark here, the game I played was Elder Scrolls Online. Shout out to Elder Scrolls Online, and specifically, let's shout out to my old guild, eh? Let's see if they're Discords. But Poison and Herbs. Poison and Herbs, man. They, great guild. Guild leader still hard at it. Although he was not the original guild leader when I joined. And I do have fond memories of those early days too. Those early days were great. Before I became a real. Although, like, that, yeah, it was fun because we were all people who were kind of trolly and grew up when with that early gaming culture, right? So that, you say, you control, and you can. You don't get bent out of shape the same way other people do about online with online interactions, right? Oh, Yeah, okay. Alright, let's throw this on and then we'll run out for 10 and then we'll come back and do it some more. You eat it all. All of it. Eat your medicine. Take your medicine. Take your narcotics. And then I will go take mine. No. No.
Hello, you.
Alright. And then check baby's food real quick. God damn it, I'm lagging. Oh, baby food. Oh, I should have just grabbed a stack. Yeah, let's grab 2 stacks. Yep. Oh wow, I got a lot of berries. I think I got that many. Cool. Okay, throw. Huh. Yeah, yeah, we're good. Okay. Well, I will be back in 10. sleep better at night believing that this was random chance and us having our own free will is, and I don't know the trigger for free will. Okay? Maybe religion does have something of an answer there. Maybe there was some fruit that we had that released the good and evil. I don't know. I don't pretend to know. And that's kind of the big difference between me and a religious type. Right? That there's an arrogance. I don't know, I guess I'm arrogant too. Perspective. That's I don't know. I'm one of the most. I say it quite often. Is I'm not to my wife and everyone that I'm one of the most judgmental. I'm one of the most. I'm one of the most understanding people. Because I do. I judge constantly. I used to joke with my ex-coworkers, and one nice when I worked with coworkers. There, I was watching back at the beginning of this video while this live stream while I was out. It's just, I like the way I adjusted the volume and the mic. It definitely seems to have worked. I'm coming through right crisp. You definitely make me out even when I'm doing things.
Hey there, mate.
I don't really hear her though. Oh well. Don't need to hear her, do we? What should we do? Oh, we need to go give that one, come on, over. Oh, jeez, yes. It's about to wake up. Close. Alright. Wouldn't it suck if it woke up while I was in here trying to feed it? Basically, that would go down about the way you would expect it to go down. I would get ripped to shreds in seconds. But it's okay, because then I'd respawn in my bed. And I got lots of beds in that castle. Like, there's lots of beds, because, well, we got the prison now, right? So, there's lots of prison beds. But the bunk beds themselves are, like, really good, so... Of course, it'd be nice if, you know, I wasn't such a noob and... Ooh, whoa. Opa. What's Opa? Panda. Huh. Alright. That threw me off. I don't even know what I was talking about. Marijuana use may lead to short-term memory loss. Actually, I hope that there's not really kids watching, to be honest. Just, I don't know. I'm an adult. I speak about adult topics, and I tend not to like to have to think about what I'm saying. I come from a family with a curse of lacking a filter. Yeah, it's great. Make family get-togethers interesting. Don't get me wrong, we're not bad people. We're not. It's yeah, lack of filter. Filter. Yeah, no. I think I'm the one with the most filter, and I wouldn't say I really have a filter. La, 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 la. Okay, so I don't know how long that should be good for. Oh, yeah, maybe I should go do a mining run. Alright, well, if we're doing that... Oh. Let's get more berries. 'Cause, you know, babies, and not starving. Ooh, it's almost, okay, well, if that's the case, how full are you? Yeah, okay. It's gonna be one of them moments that you're glad to be in tech. Oh, Opa. I only know English, and that's bad English, and like old fogey bad English. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That's bad. Well, not really, but could have been. Oh. Do. Oh, that chair sweep probably sounds awful. I would imagine, seeing as I turned up my mic and all that, compensate. Oh yeah, when I was listening to it outside, it sounded good, so. Here's hoping nobody has any more problems and can hear me clearly. See if I'm good at my enunciation. Do I have a Canadian accent? Is there a Canadian accent? I don't say a boot. Like, that's so weird to me. It is really so weird to me. A boot. Who that? I don't know anybody who says that like that. Are you kidding me? What are you talking about? Like, are you crazy? I don't know. Let me know if I got an accent. Well, if you're not from around here anyways. Ooh. Oh, pardon me. I guess most of my subscribers are like, I'm at that, like, yeah, my friends and my family, yeah, and even then, not many of them. So, you know, I'm just trying to be interesting, hoping somebody might think I'm interesting, I suppose. So I don't know, I don't really care if people accept me. I accept me. I think that's the way to go. I could be mistaken, but I think it's healthier and stuff. Probably is healthier. You think? I think so. Ramble, ramble, ramble. But I don't know, rambling seems to work. I was watching it and it didn't seem too bad. Well, I mean, I only watched it for what little bit I was out there for, right? So clearly I've done a lot more than that. And I would, yeah, I don't know, there was a bit there that I kind of... I think I might have gotten a little cringe there even for me. We'll see. I don't know. If I did, I did. Whatever. Like I say, and even if people have a problem, like if it's constructive, I'm legitimately open, and if people just want to be mean, I survive Barrens chat. You can go ahead and be mean. Like, that's seriously, like, engagement's good, and yeah, if it makes you feel better, all the power to you, man. It won't affect me. I'm still, yeah. I like the sound of my own voice. I don't need you to watch me. I'll watch me. And I'll enjoy my own content. So there. Because my content is awesome. Me and babies rambling to myself. I'm not even like mass producing. We're like low scale, low tech. Just humbling it out. Humbling it out. I think I'm gonna, I don't know. Because I don't want to, I don't know. I like my castle, though. I like my castle. But I think it might be time to build another project just for breeding purposes. Just to have more space for breeding. Because I don't know. I want to get into breeding. I want to do more breeding. But I kind of need help if I'm really to get going breeding, to be honest. I need someone else that'll actually, like, kind of like be dedicated playing, right? Just play different times than me for the breeding, right? That way, for essentially, just leave everything out, because... Period. Because there's always going to be somebody checking the food troughs and making sure they're good. And I don't know how the carrying works on here. I think on official PvE the tribe shares it, but I could be totally, it could be individual. I don't know. I've never, yeah, I've kind of been solo. I think, yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. I played with my wife for a little bit, but my wife got, well, it's Ark, right? And Ark's you, right? And yeah, there'd be times me and my wife, we were playing official, and it was tough. On we were doing what was that new map at the time? The island one, not the new one, not the Lost Island. Crystal Isles. Yeah, yeah, we were playing Crystal Isles, and it seemed like I'd just get a base pair of dinos to start breeding so that we'd safely have those dinos, right? That was always the concept. We'd have ones that are imprinted, and my wife would end up, for whatever reason, just circumstance, Ark being Ark, would end up dying on with one kind of thing, and oh, pardon me, I'm sorry. Drinking Pepsi, and apparently it's making me is it still flatulence for belching? Well, I guess that sounds too fancy, doesn't it? At least for the way I'm rambling. But I don't know, that's what you get with me. get crossover of worlds. Because everybody's a crossover of worlds, I think, anyways. I don't know. I think everybody is, to an extent, right? Like, and so like I was telling, I was joking about at work today, that, you know, you don't start dividing people, because, you know, the moment you start dividing people, there's no end to it, because, you know, as much as we'd like to think a person can fit neatly into a box, nobody fits neatly into a box. Everybody is a little bit of this box, a little bit of that box, oh, a little bit of over there. The moment you start dividing, like, you don't divide. Don't even start. We are. And that's all that matters. At the end of the day. Well, as long as you're not hurting nobody else. In my opinion. And yeah, like I say, I am kind of a judgy person. Don't get me wrong, I really am. But at the same time, you do you. If you're not hurting me, if I'm not, you know, and you're happy, all the power to you. Who am I to say what's right and what's wrong? I'm nobody. That's fine. I know the way I am. I know my own standards, and but that's exactly it. They're my standards. I don't think a person should necessarily be held to my standards. Well, this becomes my business, of course. But even then, the reality is I'd set, for my business, I would set realistic standards. Well, there'd be high standards, but you would be given the proper tools and time to do it. Right? Plus, I don't know. If I'm the boss, it's a kitchen. Oh, good evening. Welcome to the stream. I'm kind of rambling here. Oh. Okay. How's the Thyla doing? Thyla's okay. Yeah. Leg. Oh. Yeah. I'm not doing much. Just playing after work. Rambling. It's fun. I was watching myself earlier. Seemed interesting to me. Yeah, I like the sound of my own voice. Oh yeah, I have the... Because my other one that I bred died. This RG. This be the RG. Yeah, I kind of started off with, you know, an idea, you know, I survived the Barrens chat, because I totally did. Just the idea that, you know, trolls don't affect me, and I'm fine. You can't hurt my feelings. I know I'm an asshole. Okay. heals for me. Predators. Oh, there's, yeah. What is it, Thyla or Carno? Thyla. And Carno. Don't you know it? Take care. Jeez. Everything over here. Well, there's the reason I started with the Rex, even though I'm here to mine. Alpha Raptor. Gotta remember to keep an eye on that, Tyler. Oh. I lost my viewer. Oh well. At least he checked in. That was awfully nice of him. Oh, jeez, man. There's a lot. There's so many. Yeah. While you help, I eat. That's just you. All you buddies are dead. What you gonna do now? That's right, you howled. Good job. Ooh. Oh, 60 and it's bleeding. So, Thyla. What was that, Thyla? Alright. I think that's good enough. How is that Thyla doing? I think we're gonna have to go over there anyway here. Yeah, okay, we're standing this good now. And we'll run up the cliffs, do. Alright, and then you have to go over here and oh, come ouch. That was my face, man. Guess we can go back to this way. I do try to play like this, actually. Originally, I was always playing in the first person, but now I typically play like this. But sometimes, especially, because when I'm using the gun, the aim is better first person, I find, so I tend to go to that, and then there's times I'll just forget to switch back. So, you know, there's that. 100. Let's go tame a Thyla. Eventually, tomorrow maybe. Just kidding. I don't think so, obviously. But it'd be in like, I don't know, another hour? Hour and a half? 2 hours? I don't know. Take your narcotics. Be itch. See what I did there? Yeah, clever, right? Okay, not really. I'm. That's the point. Oh, jeez. If I gotta explain it, it's not very funny, okay, guys? Do-do-do, do-do-do. Alright. So now, go back to over here. Do-do-do. And, yeah. Come here, Spike. Okay. Yeah. Guess what you get from biting Spike. Billy's watching Spike's back. Alright. Levels. Oh, 2 levels. Look at that. What do we... Yeah, we just want to crank melee damage with him. Like, that's... Crank it, bitch. I have to rename you Jason Statham. No, please, I don't want to explain that joke. Like, don't make me have to do it. There's the movie. Alright. Do. You know, I think he... Oh, really? But Billy's not gonna like that. Uh-oh, we're lagging. But Billy's seriously not gonna like that, though. You can't... You're not gonna get away with that. Billy's gonna be like, bitch, that's my buddy. No. I warned you. Alright. Throw away the stone. Now if you're playing on like a boosted server and like you get like stupid amounts of stacks because you know it's boosted, you can just search and then like drop all kind of deal. That's the way you deal with it then. Oh, we're gonna get attacked by some wolves here. It's cool though. Billy's watching our backs and like plus like Spike here, he's pretty tough too. Like it's not even just like, oh, we got him. No, Spike is... Because Ankies just generally have a decent amount of HP to begin with. And then, because I'm just keep cranking his melee, like, he hits pretty hard when he hits you, right? Like that club of a tail, thwack. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna have to check that. I think it should be fine, but you know, when you're not watching, yeah. See, it's starting to come down again. That's all right. I should have. Let's get the rest of this here, and then. And we'll go on home. Go away, 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 go away. Alright. Get in your Pokeball. Do do do. Oh, oops! I don't want to ride you. Okay. Stop. Okay, there we go. Now, lift. Hey. Okay, good. I'll be like, lag. Seriously. And now this is the reason right here. This is the reason why I wanted a workstation with an indie forge on the roof and why I wanted a fair bit of flat roof, right? I wanted to do it. This is why. This here is why. Okay, and then you can go back to this one. Like, I was hoping that he'd like come back and give me something to play off of, right? Oh well. I really am enjoying the sound of my own voice. Like, to be fair, like legitimately, it's kind of sad, but whatever. Like, this is my thing. I'm not enjoying it, so like, screw all you. This is my Cartman moment. I mean, no. Alright, let's, okay, how are you doing, Mr. Thyla? Oh, okay, oh. I thought you were, and you're still filling. Okay, we're fine then. Oops. Oh, I'm blooming and I don't gotta worry about it ever again. Yeah, it's so much better with music, but, you know, apparently when I'm streaming I can't have music. That is so dumb. So dumb, man. Like, seriously. Yeah. That still baffles me that doesn't fall under fair use. Under circumstances like that. Like I say, like I understand if I'm just playing Mr. I, I, I get that. But that's not what you're doing under that. You know, yeah, whatever. Or even even like say like for me to be listening to it, like I'm not meaning for it to get on the mic. That's but no matter how I argue it, apparently it's against the rules. So them is the rules. Them is the rules. Authoritarian dictators. What? Oh, huh? I mean, I love YouTube and Facebook and well, no, I've never liked Twitter. Like, yeah, even when Twitter was like supposed to be like, yeah, no, Twitter sucks. Twitter's always sucked. Anyone with half a brain knew Twitter sucked. Well, in my opinion. It's nice to be able to work without a mask. I, oh, am I allowed to say that? Okay. I'm sorry if I'm not allowed to say that. I'm not going to mention it no more, I guess. I think it's over now, though, ain't it? But I am. I don't know. I'm glad I don't have to wear a mask at work anymore. In kitchen, it's tough, man. Because them kitchens, like yes, you can, and yes, you do get used to it. Although I don't care who you are. From time to time, you need real air, especially if you're going hard, if you're busy, and there'll be the odd time that you just need to pull off to the side and pull the mask down for a second because like you need air. But otherwise, like yeah, you okay? Yeah, you get used to it for the most part, but. Doing that in a hot kitchen, oh, you're blowing your own hot air back in your face. It gets atrocious. I'm certainly glad that I don't have to do that anymore. I hope it doesn't come back. In my opinion, it wasn't necessary in the first place, but like I'm a nobody, so I just had followed the rules the whole way because. You know, I'm well, because I'm traditionally Canadian. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still have my opinions, and I'm very opinionated, actually. Like, the people who know me. In fact, I said in my old guild's Discord tonight when I went out that, because if you heard anything, apparently, activity that's not even on Discord can get you kicked off of Discord now. So, I wish them farewell. Because from time to time, you know, even though I don't play Elder Scrolls Online anymore, the guild is still there. The guild is legitimately kicking, and you know, I still drop in from time to time and just say hi, right? How's that? We're still all right. Cool. You go back in your Pokeball now. Yep. Alright. Back in your Pokeball. Maybe I should go get... Just get some... Boar red. Boar red. What's that supposed to be? And, welcome. I don't know, I think the thing's messing up. I think I have people watching and it's not letting me see that I have people watching or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Once upon a time I was really tech savvy, and then I don't know when it happened, I suddenly wasn't tech savvy anymore. And I was, like, when my wife and I first got together a decade ago, yeah, no, it was, I knew my computers, I knew my tech. Yeah, these days I can program the VCR, type, see, oh wow, that kind of dates me, eh? Oh well, I'm saying I'm old, so I suppose dating me is fine, eh? Under the context. Boar red. Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Okay. Come on, Thyla. Oh, yeah, okay. What am I gonna do? Yeah, let's go get some, let's go see about getting some, obsidian here, I guess. And, yeah. Maybe we'll make us some polymer here. Obsidian over here. Oh yeah, that's right. My helmet turned off. Alright. Billy, you come out first. Oh, and I see bloody, so that means Thyla. So let's go take care of that before I even... Yeah, you wanna... Playing unofficial, right? You don't want to lose your stuff. You lose your stuff over and over and over until you learn not to leave your back turned. Well, official PvE. I don't know. I like the concept of true official, but got griefers, and I'm a noob. It takes me forever to get going, and then when I get going, and then some freaking griefer comes and destroys and steals all of my stuff. Like, oh. Unity boost. That was a really good and is. I'm not on it anymore, but it still is a really good cluster, I find. Ooh, what number are you? Ooh, a 135 Yeti. Alright, okay, you get in your Pokeball. Or actually, you know what? No, let's go kill this Yeti. Or no, let's not. Let's just get the flock out of here. And RG. Come on. Flag. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, good. When you start lagging out next to an alpha, it's yeah. I don't like it. Especially it's like, okay, yes, everything I have is replaceable, but it all takes time. And on official, it takes, when you have a life and a job and a family. Like this 2-hour stream here, this is not normal for me. Wife will be home here soon with the kiddos. Went to her mother's. Bringing her mother home with her for watch the kids for her tomorrow while she goes to work while I'm at work. You know, life, right? Oh yeah, you're good. Alright. Okay, let's get the metal off of you and then we'll take you over. And then we will take the Yankee over to the fabricator and drop off his load of obsidian. Notice how the Yankee sits quietly while his master unloads him. Welcome to another hour of Zelmont Tells All. Where did they touch you? We don't know. We don't say. I mean, what? He said naughty things. Did he? Did he really? Or did you just think he did? Very good question. Is it though? Not really. Not really. I want somebody to ask me a very good question. That's what I want. I want somebody to come up on here. Say, hi. Yeah. What do you think of this? Hopefully not something so heavy as like the Ukraine-Russia thing. Well, you know, I'm more willing to say what yeah, you know what? Why not? Let's say what I feel about the Ukraine-Russia thing. I feel the Ukraine-Russia thing has... I think it's been too long since we've experienced the Cold War and we forgot what level of propaganda it can exist, especially from coming from some place like Russia. Right? But honestly, both sides of that, the propaganda coming out is just on a whole other level. I don't think we've ever really witnessed something of that nature. But ultimately, I think the free world should stand up to Russia on Ukraine's behalf. Not necessarily because I think Ukraine itself is necessarily deserving of it or whatnot. Or that I'm especially scared of Russia. What I am personally, in my opinion, am afraid of, and I've been personally saying it amongst my friends and family for literally 20 years now, is when it comes to geopolitical status, and the one that worries me is China. China's communist and true out communist, and while I seem to have paid attention to my recent history growing up, it seems most of the other people around me really haven't. They don't seem to recognize why communism, aka socialism, is so bad. And China is going to show you. You guys need a lesson why communism is bad and why you should never even deal with communism. China's going to give you a lesson. Just watch. China's going to show us. We already had our lesson in the 20th century, but apparently we need it again in the 21st. So China is going to give us that lesson in the 21st century. I'm willing to put money on it. Like, that's... And I'm not somebody with a lot of money, but, like, seriously, if somebody makes me that... If somebody was to personally come to me with that, I would actually take that bet. I'm not sure of it. That yeah, with it... 20 years max... China's going to show us why you don't deal with communist states. I don't think it'll even take that long, really. But you never know the way the world moves, right? Sometimes things in the world can just go so slow. So I'll give it 20. I don't think it'll take that long. You look at what, like I say, I've already been saying for 20 years that I think people need, mind you, it hasn't gone so, I'm at that point now where I think it's something that we really need to keep a serious eye on now. Like before, I was like, people are kind of ignoring China. Why are people ignoring China? And it seemed very strange to me. And it seems like people had a total disconnect. Yeah, okay. People had a total disconnect with China and its style of thinking, kind of deal, right? Because like, well, here's an example. You know, the draconian law on birth, right? Like everybody knew that China had that draconian law where a family could only have one child, right? Well, China ended up getting rid of that law, right? And everybody's praising, oh, the human rights, yay! It's a human rights victory. And it's like, yes, it's a human rights victory, but it's real with this one. Yeah, it's a human rights victory, but China is not a country and not a government that cares about the human rights, and they legitimately don't care about what we think about it either. You know what I mean? Like, so if China got rid of that law, you honestly should be asking yourself why. And nobody seems to. Nobody seems to ask why China would get rid of that law. If the reason to get rid of that law is for human rights, and the government of China doesn't give a crap about human rights and doesn't give a crap about what other countries think about it not giving a crap about human rights, then why would they get rid of it? It had nothing to do with human rights. Think about it. Think about it. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. It's out there. Just honestly, think about that. So yeah, I do. I think we're going to see a major global, and I think China is the one that's going to do it. And yeah, they're going to show us, man. You want to know why you don't deal with the devil? That's why you don't deal with the devil, man. Do. Yeah. Get this island. Well, that's what, the fourth one I've put in? I don't know. That's bad. I don't know. I should. What's this food at? How much to do it? Let's look up my Dodex. Oh yeah, by the way, if you ever play this game, you need to get the app Dodex. It's a must-have companion app for this game, like absolute must-have. And like the moment you get it and you start going through it, you'll understand why. Like for every purpose, this is the companion app to have. Let's see, level 145, right? And it'll take 79 cooked prime meat. Alright, so yeah, no, we're not there. We're about halfway there. A little over. So probably been at it about an hour then. Yeah, that seems about right. Right, yeah, because I fed it the first time and then I went out, right? Yeah, about an hour. Seems right. Should I go out again? I don't know. The wife and kids will be home, like I say, and the mother-in-law. No, I love my mother-in-law. I love my mother-in-law more than she thinks I love her. Like, really, honestly. Just, I don't know. I'm just somebody who needs their own space, is all. But yeah, no, my family could not get by without my mother-in-law. We could get by without my own mother. As horrible as that is. I don't get me wrong, I don't want that. I don't want that to happen any more than I want my mother-in-law. That sounds awful. But no, I love both my mothers. But my mother-in-law especially is integral to my family functioning. My wife and I being able to work and work when we work, and yeah, which yeah, I don't know. My wife and I, we used to do tag team parenting. She worked days and I worked nights. But for my youngest now, because of COVID, you don't get the opportunities for a youngster to socialize with other kids anymore. It doesn't happen. What's the word for spontaneously? That's not the word I was thinking of, but that's, you know, it doesn't just happen on its own. And so we decided that we wanted to get her in a day home kind of thing that's like school like, you know, where she can socialize with other kids a bit. I'm glad we did. I think it did do the trick. I think it's exactly. And I don't know. People, we don't even understand yet the true scope of what we've done here, and it's horrible that people will stop you from even being able to talk about it. Like, I should at least be allowed to talk about it. I should at least be able to speak my honest opinion on it. But apparently not. Oh. Do. So, what are we doing? We just gave... yeah, I don't know. Oh, we're gonna grab some cement paste from the basement here. And, gonna make up a bit of poly there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just for luck. Oh, and I should. Oh, I need. Oh, how's my gas doing? Gas does pretty good. It usually lasts for a while, but you know, because it lasts for a while, it is one of those things that you sometimes forget to check, right? But it is looking like, if I'd seen that right, 7 out of 8, so we're good. All right. Yeah, that's like I say. That's one of those ones that, like I say, it lasts for a while, but because it lasts for a while, you don't think to check it, and then all of a sudden, you come in and all of your cryo fridges are dead, right? Like, yeah. Why did I do that? Why did I forget it all? Yeah. Arc. Right? What I gotta tell you. Alright, we'll split that in half. God. Split that in half. God. We don't need that much. I win!
No, I did.
Really? Because I'm in here. I'm in first.
You got in here in a spawn.
Yeah.
I don't win.
But if I got here before you, does that make me the winner?
I win again.
Well, family and the kiddos are home, so I think I'm gonna turn the stream off for at least a moment.
Brooke draped her hand and now the red. You hear me, Dad?
Just hold on, Dance.
Hurts me knuckles.